Hello, my name is Sanchez. I always thought that a big laugh is really loud noise from the soul saying, ain't that the truth? Richard Pryor is the truth machine. He has taken black street humor to its highest universal level. Richard Pryor is a historical person I admire when it comes to stand-up comedy. Today I will be discussing his background, life, and the trials and tests he faced throughout his career. December 1st, 1940, a legend was born, Richard Franklin Nennis Thomas III. He became one of the most famous comedians in the history of comedy. Richard's mother died when he was 27 years old, and his father died just 1 year after, in 1968. He was raped when he was just 6 years old by a teenage neighbor, and later on in his life molested by a Catholic priest during catechism. He also watched his mother have sexual acts with P. Rose Mayer. Richard attended the movie to escape from the awful experience, spending time with heroes like Howard Hawks and John Ford, imagining how it would be for him to become a star like them one day. Pryor's mother abandoned him at the age of 10, and the comedian was raised by his grandmother, Marie Carter. At the age of 14, he was expelled from school for a chief offense and started working as a truck driver, janitor at a strip club, and playing drums at a nightclub. From 1958 to 1960, Pryor served the U.S. Army, spending most of his Army duty in prison. He was incarcerated with other black soldiers for beating and stabbing a white soldier for making racial remarks. In 1966, Pryor appeared in some summer shows such as Kraft Summer Music, Ed Sullivan Show, Johnny Carson, and Merv Griffin shows that brought Las Vegas calling. Richard found it hard to conform to the constrained Vegas format and walked off stage during a show at the Atlantic in 1969. In 1980, Richard Pryor established his own production company, Indigo, under the banner of Columbia Pictures. By 1983, Pryor was paid $4 million, a fantastic amount of money for a black actor, and $1 million more than Christopher Reeve for his role as the villain in Superman 3. Richard was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1986, a disease of the central nervous system. The disease didn't stop him from performing. He could still be seen live at Reno Comedy Store in West Hollywood, making jokes about his wheelchair and afflictions. In 1990, it became painful obvious to everyone that he was a sick man. Although his industry friends and supporters made effort to celebrate his accomplishments and raise his spirits. Richard Pryor was not the first black comedian to succeed in stand-up comedy. He followed Bill Cosby and Dick Gregory, among others. Pryor became a pioneer in his own right when he created a bold new comedy of character, turning black American life into humorous perform art without softening either the message or its delivery. In June 1981, Richard tried to kill himself by setting himself on fire, but was taken to the hospital and was treated for his burns, covering over half of his body. The comedian spent 6 weeks in recovery at Sherman Oaks Hospital. All of his wives except Belen accused Pryor of domestic violence and abuse. His drug use was the reason behind his behavior. Deborah McGeary accused Richard of shooting her car, but later on dropped charges against him. The comedian was married 7 times, twice with the same woman. In my closing, the odd phrase, "Don't judge a book by its cover," comes to mind. You may never knew he was raped, molested, in the Army, married several times, or in prison in the military. Richard Pryor changed comedy and became a pioneer in his own right. And he contributed to paving the way for African Americans. He's a legend in my eye for his strength and courage to keep on pushing despite adversities. And will always have my respect. Thank you for your time.